Chapter 178. The Mystery of Death. After eating and drinking her fill, Xue Fanxin sat under the shade of the tree and counted the crystals in her pocket. She took out the largest one, which was at least the size of a wash basin. Looking at such a huge crystal, she wondered what to do with it. It was definitely not worth it to trade for money. After all, there were not many such large crystals. Furthermore, she had many small crystals that she could trade for money. There was no need to waste such large crystals. Perhaps she could make a crystal pot. The taste of something cooked in such a pot would definitely be extraordinary. Indeed, the world of gluttons only had food in it. Little Lei returned to his usual sundeer self. Seeing that Xue Fanxin could not bear to let go of a large green crystal, he habitually splashed cold water on her. It's a piece of trashy green crystal. Look at how much you love it. Don't say that you know me when we go out. It's embarrassing. Chi. I don't know who called me sister just now because of the roasted rabbit meat. How dare you talk about losing face to me? How shameless. Xue Fanxin ridiculed little Lei as she continued to stroke that huge green crystal of hers. Xue Fanxin's words angered little Lei, but when he thought of the delicious roasted rabbit meat, he really did not dare to offend her. In case he lost the privilege of enjoying her food in the future. It had to be said that this idiot girl's roasted meat was really good. Jiushang sat by the side and looked at the money-grubbing Xue Fanxin. Even though he was looking at her quietly, he was in a very good mood. However, his thoughts were extremely tangled. He kept thinking about Xue Fanxin's story just now. The more he pondered about it, the more he felt that there was something wrong. According to little Xiner, she had a powerful master. But such a big thing happened to little Xiner. Where was her master? Furthermore, it was not an easy task to fuse her divided soul back into one. Even if she had died at that time, if no one had used a secret technique to help her. It was uncertain whether her damaged divine soul could come back to the Tongguxuan continent from another place, let alone return to her original body. From the looks of it, this matter was not as simple as little Xiner finding that scumbag Zhang Dongge to perish together with her. Little Xiner, how much do you know about your master? Jiushang suddenly asked. Master? Xue Fanxin was admiring her green crystal when she heard Jiushang suddenly ask about her master. She could not react for a while. She was stunned and suspicious for a moment before asking, "Why are you suddenly asking about my master? There are just some things that I can't figure out." "What is it? With your master's ability, how could she possibly let you perish together with that scumbag and slut? Unless this is the result she wanted, that's why she didn't stop it. If you want to fuse the separated soul into one, it must first die. Therefore, for your soul to return, you had to die first, that too with intense hatred. I guess that Zhang Dongge might have been just a pawn to trigger your feelings." This Xue Fanxin's mind was in a mess. She could not understand what was going on. Xiner, I'm making a bold guess here. When you died, an expert must have been present. That person is very likely to be your master so that when you died, she could return your soul to its original body in time. Apart from the person who is about to die, an outsider has to use a secret technique to forcefully pull the soul back to its original body. Otherwise, just relying on an incomplete soul to return to the original body through layers of obstruction would have been almost impossible. Is that so? Although Xue Fanxin still did not understand, she believed Jiushang's guess. Her death was very likely arranged by her master. Her master's purpose was probably to let her soul return to her body and become one. Who was her master? What was her relationship with her? It seemed like there were really more and more questions. The puzzle made her head hurt.